Over the past week, YouTube has been unsubscribing people. Do me a favour, check down below, make sure you still subscribe to the channel. And if you're not, please consider subscribing, it helps me out a lot, it's completely free to do. And obviously you can change your mind at any point. We stated over on Twitter that once we hit 100,000 subscribers, we're going to do the biggest giveaway this channel's ever done, so don't miss out on it. So we've had this month's PlayStation Plus games for just over a week now, and to be fair, some pretty decent stuff there. I've been absolutely loving jumping back onto Black Ops 4, especially the zombies. It's been one of my favourite Call of Duties in a long time. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you do. We have got a ton of stuff to talk about this week. We've got a rumour for an EA game, which is surprisingly a decent title, actually. We've got some other free stuff as well to mention, but before anything, as usual, if you guys are looking to renew your PlayStation Plus memberships, if you need PSN credit, or if you're just looking to get your games at a decent discounted price, make sure you check out the sponsor, Instant Gaming. The link in the description will give you a little bit more of a discount as well. It is definitely worth checking out. But let's get into it. First things first, we didn't do the drop yesterday. There's only one new game out this week that personally I'm interested in checking out myself, and that I think you guys might be interested, so it wasn't worth making a full dedicated video on, and it is F1 2021. Now, I'll be honest, when it comes to F1 games, I'm not the best at them, I struggle to control them. However, I do enjoy my racing games, so a new F1 title that's available on next gen as well, more for the graphics and everything as well, to be fair. It is one that I'm interested in playing. It's due out at some point this week and I'm interested to see how it actually plays. Apart from that though, there's nothing really new coming out on PlayStation that I'm looking at checking out. However, if you guys own a Quest, there's a new game called A Township Tale. It looks pretty cool, it looks pretty quirky. I love my VR games, so I tend to check out anything new that comes out, and it's one that actually looks like it could be pretty fun to play. Onto the rumours though, the main thing that you guys kind of watch for. Now, No Way Out's actually been rumoured. Now, No Way Out's a pretty cool prison escape game. The only downside for it though is you do actually need a friend to play with. It's one that you kind of play multiplayer at the same time and the story kind of progresses through. It's been out for quite a while, it's pretty cool, it's pretty quirky. Again though, it's similar to the PlayStation Plus title, I think it was Operation Tango. If you don't have a friend to play with, you can't really do nothing with it. I don't think there's a random kind of matchup thing so you can play it with randoms online, and as far as I'm aware, last time I had a look, I don't think you can play it solo at all, which is a little bit disappointing. When it comes to this sort of stuff, if you do need people to play with, make sure you join the Discord. It's a decent place to find new people so you're not stuck playing on your own, especially when it comes to PlayStation Plus titles. There's a whole dedicated section just so you can find new people to kind of play with. But No Way Out, even though it is an EA game, so a lot of people are going to kind of own it anyway with EA Access, if the rumour is true, I'm sure tons and tons of you guys are going to love it. Bonus content. Now, it's always nice to get something for free, whether or not it's through PlayStation Plus or a different service, and this one's actually through Twitch Prime. Now, don't worry if you don't have an active membership, there's a link in the description that will give you a 30-day free trial so you can claim this stuff, as well as a load of other free stuff as well. But this week we're looking at Apex. Now, every month so far there's been a pretty cool skin on Apex, and this month you can grab yourself the Dragon Crypto skin. Now, I'll be honest, Crypto's not a character that I ever really play as, even though when I play against him he's so irritating. I think it's more the fact of having to sit and hide in a corner to get your drone out and fly around to be able to use his abilities. You're kind of leaving yourself in the lurch so someone can just walk in and pop you in the head. But Apex, if you don't know what it is, it's a battle royale title. It's different to like the Warzone and kind of stuff, because rather than every character kind of just running around picking up your guns and the usual standard stuff, each character's actually also got special abilities, and most of them have got like passive abilities as well. Crypto's kind of got this drone that he flies out that kind of spots enemies, but you have to actually control it rather than being able to control your character at the same time. However, you can like respawn your friends in when they go down. I'm pretty sure you can open like care packages and stuff as well, so it is pretty decent. You can do like an EMP blast that destroys people's shields as well in game. Like I say, the only thing that puts me off about actually using the character is the fact that you kind of have to sit and hide while you use your stuff, and I'm always that dude that ends up getting found, so it's not a character that I ever use. But either way, the skin looks pretty cool. If you're after it, definitely claim it. But moving on anyway, what have I been playing? You guys always ask on Twitter, in the comments and stuff, what am I playing at the moment? And this week, I've been messing around on my VR a little bit, and I've been playing a game called Car Mechanic Simulator in VR. Now, it's pretty decent anyway, Car Mechanic Sim. I've owned it on console for a while, and I own it on PC. It's a little bit difficult, I'm not going to lie. It's one of them games where it's kind of like a tycoon, but like a full detailed simulator, to the point where when you're fixing an engine in a car, it's got every single thing in it. You have to unscrew every nut, every bolt to get to a certain part to replace it, and it can be a bit irritating and annoying at times. However, in VR, it's so immersive. I absolutely love it. As far as I'm aware, it is only available on PC. I don't think it's available on PlayStation VR at the moment, unless it has recently been released. When it comes to VR, I tend to stick to my PC and the Quest, just because the camera and stuff that you need to use the PlayStation VR always seems to wobble around and give me motion sickness, and it's something that I suffer from a lot in VR. So using something that I don't get the motion sickness just makes my VR experience just that little bit better. Before we get on to my predictions though, I always get comments on Twitter about like the setup that I use and tips for getting into content creation. If you're interested in the setup that I use, the mic, the software and stuff, because I kind of use mid-range, so it's not majorly expensive, but it does the job really, really well. All the links are down below, and they usually give you like a 5% discount clicking through anyway, so if you're interested, make sure you have a look. But on to my predictions. The two games that I'm going to go for are two kind of similar games, but on completely different levels. First up is Marvel Avengers. Now, yes, this game hasn't been out that long. It's only recently had a next-gen update. However, it was a little bit of a flop. I was excited for this game for so long, and when it actually came out, I was a little bit disappointed. I was expecting it to be this massive open world RPG that you play with your friends, level up, get your monster drops, and that you can grind stuff, and it's just going to be absolutely epic. When it actually come down to the fact that it's a story-based game that's got multiplayer aspects, a lot of the game you have to play on your own, and then you'll get to a certain point where you can actually join friends and you can play it together and do that stuff. That's the only kind of bit that put me off. If it was full multiplayer with none of the single player story campaign stuff, I think the game would be a lot better. But either way, I think it would make a great PlayStation Plus title anyway. And the second one that I'm going to go for is Far Cry New Dawn. Now, Far Cry is that massive open world story game. However, with New Dawn, it's fully multiplayer, so you can play the whole game with your friends. There's some really random fun stuff that you can get in there. You can get like a unicorn costume and a unicorn gun, which is pretty cool looking. And I'm all about the cosmetics in games. Whether or not you have to buy them or earn them in game, obviously earning them is so much better. And when it's a grind to get them, it just makes it all that more rewarding. Far Cry is a game that I've played pretty much every Far Cry game out there. New Dawn is probably my favourite, however I didn't finish it. I think I got about halfway through it before me and my mates moved on to other stuff. But either way, again, I think it'd make a really good PlayStation Plus title. Now, any of the games that I have mentioned today, if you guys are looking for people to play with so you're not stuck playing on your own, again, make sure you check out the Discord. It's just a really decent community and an easy way to find new people to play with. And when it comes to any other gaming news, whether or not it's just random games that I'm playing, snippets of information on stuff, it's usually posted over on my Twitter if I don't make a video on it. So again, if you're interested in following that sort of stuff, make sure you head on over there. But that's pretty much it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, a like would be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.